Welcome from the home of the Mets, Citi Field in Queens, New York. MLB the Show has interleague action for you this afternoon. It's the Minnesota Twins going up against the New York Mets. With Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. And Chris, it's trade deadline day. Always an interesting day on the MLB schedule. Usually a lot of excitement for fans and stress for the front offices. What about the teams and specifically the players?
Boog, I think there are three perspectives. You're that guy that's saying, hey, I want to get traded somewhere, maybe to a contender, maybe to a place that I have an opportunity to play every day. On the flip side, you're that guy that's very content with where you are. You've heard some rumors, perhaps. You can't wait until the deadline has come and gone, and you're still staying put. And then the third person is that teammate that's looking and saying, we got a shot. I hope we add the piece or two that we need that'll put us over the top.
First pitch coming at you right after the break. Just about ready to go, and towing the slab in this one, Luis Severino. What should we keep an eye on here?
Well, no doubt about it. He's going to have to put together some consistently good performances in order to bring that ERA down. Now, he's got good stuff. He's just got to be able to have confidence, trusted, and really go after hitters, not nibble. Trust that his stuff can have late life and miss barrels of bats.
Wouldn't chase that time. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. The pitch.
Okay.
Swing and a ball ripped out towards right center field. That'll touchdown for a hit. Around first and hustling for second. And he's got a leadoff double.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
And now it's going to be Edouard Julien. Swing and a miss, and that's strike two. Some heat there at 98 miles an hour.
Well, Boog, it becomes pretty difficult as a teammate when a guy's struggling like this. You don't know if you want to go up and tell him to keep swinging it or if you want to give him his space, what exactly he needs. But right now, it's clearly a struggle for him, and you're just hoping that somehow, some way it'll click, and he can get out of this as quickly as possible.
Lindor gets it to first, 2 down. Here's Byron Buxton. Lewis at second with 2 down. That one misses, and the count is 3-1. And he walked him.
I don't think he really wanted to pitch to him right there anyhow.
This is Willie Castro. And another ball.
Well, lots of pitches thrown in this first inning. It's kind of that nightmare scenario for starting pitching. But you know what? It's still early enough. He can settle in. He can get some length if he just cleans up his mechanics a little bit.
Thompson right there to make the grab. And that'll do it. Twins. Back here with my pal Singy. And our pitcher in this game, Joe Ryan.
Well, he's putting together a really nice season on the mound. ERA in the low 3s. Very respectable when you consider guys are looking to do damage. They're not trying to just walk and hit singles. They're trying to hit homers and draw walks and score runs. So when you have a guy that can limit the other team from scoring more than a few runs, that's really tough to beat game in and game out.
And the righty deals. Now a screamer into the outfield. Snags it for the second out. Here's Brandon Nimmo. 2 outs. In the air to left center. Buxton moves under it and puts the squeeze on that one. And the inning is over. Scoreless after 1. All set for the start of the inning. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Ryan Jeffers. Severino. Hard hit to third. Toss to Alonso. One up, one down. Now batting Max Kepler. And the right-hander deals. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Severino kicks, deals. Gets a piece and stays alive. One down, base is empty. Out towards right center field. Brings it in, and there's 2 down. Now Correa up to hit. 2 down, nobody on. And another ball. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And good work there as he gets a. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso. Swinging a foul over the screen and back out of play. 2013 in the playoffs, you caught one as the Red Sox played the Rays in the division series.
I sacrificed a bracelet. It was my wrist and my hand.
Hard ground ball, base knock. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Everything came together for him. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
The 1-2. And that just misses.
Larry Bullard making the calls behind the plate for us in this one. Pretty good strike zone. Well reviewed by those we talked to around the league.
Yeah, he's an umpire. He doesn't. Chris, do players ever change their approach in meaningful ways based on who's umpiring, or is it good to just be aware of tendencies so you're not that surprised?
I'd say the latter, because the pitcher's got to pitch to her strengths regardless. The hitter's got to hit to his strength. So you're aware of it, but you have to just hunt for what you can handle.
Trace Thompson up now for the Mets. Popped up. Makes the grab, 2 down.
Bill, that was a pitch you got to crush. Unbelievable that he missed it right there. And I'm telling you, he is going to be frustrated with himself until his next at bat.
And the batter will be the shortstop, Luis Angel Acuna. The pitch. Fouls that off to the left and will do it again. And a pitch. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Mets strand 1. Will move to the 3rd with no score. New inning getting started. Kyle Farmer up to the plate now. That one way inside.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Payoff pitch. In the air, left field. Nimmo has it sized up. 1 down. Back to the leadoff spot in the Twins lineup. Here's Royce Lewis. Swings and lines a base hit into left field. So a man aboard now with 1 away. And next for Minnesota, Edouard Julien. Gets him to chase after that one.
When you're taking your lead over there at first, you've got to be very careful. This guy on the mound's got a good pickoff move.
Wouldn't chase that time.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
Yeah, that's a little bit high. Full count, 3-2. Got it by him for the K.
With that kind of velocity, an elevated fastball, even if it's still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
2 outs. Misses the zone and he gets him to chase.
I'll tell you what, he's embarrassed right now. Never swings at that kind of pitch, especially that early in the count.
caught him looking for the K. Twins wind up stranding one. Still no score. Back here in Queens, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's the catcher for the Mets, Kevin Parada. Line drive, base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning. Kevin Parada with his first major league hit, and this is a moment I'm sure he'll never forget. Congrats.
Yeah, great moment for him and his family. A guy works so hard and has to wait so long for this to happen, and when it does, it can kind of be overwhelming, Boog. You still have to stay locked in on the game, but it's great when you can take a minute to just appreciate what you've done and how hard you've worked to get here.
Makes the grab, and there's one away. So the batting order turns over. Francisco Lindor getting ready to hit. The 1-1 is fouled off. And here it comes. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Lead runner touches second, headed for third. The throw in, and he's safe. So it's first and third with one down.
Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that.
Now a fly ball to right center. Drops into the glove. Runner tags for home. He scores. That's a big sacrifice fly. On the board first, it's 1-0. Brandon Nimmo up now for the Mets. The 1-1 is fouled off.
He's dealing with a great two-strike hitter right here. The strikeout is not automatic.
Swings and blasts one deep to left center. Bryant going back. Pulls it in on the warning track. A run on 2 hits, and they leave one. On to inning number 4. It's the Mets 1 and the Twins nothing. Back here at Citi Field as we go to the top of the 4th. Now the Minnesota cleanup hitter, Byron Buxton. Hammered, base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
He needed that one. It's been a tough stretch at the plate lately. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
Stepping in, Willie Castro. Fought off foul.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Righty to the plate. In the air, right field. And there's one away. Oh, he throws it away. Ryan Jeffers at the plate. Tying run is at first. Top half of inning number 4. Next offering is in for a strike.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Right-hander kicks, deals. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. Parada makes the grab, and that's the inning. 1 left for Minnesota. They trail here 1-0. Bottom of the inning, and stepping in for New York, Pete Alonso. The 1-1 is fouled off. The wind and the pitch. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Kicks and fires. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Just missed. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. The wind to kick the pitch. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. And a foul ball. He stays alive. The pitch. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Ronnie Mauricio now. So a foul ball makes it 1-2.
Really great change of speeds. He goes off the off speed to the fastball, and the hitter doesn't know what's coming next.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Trace Thompson now at the plate. 2 outs, base is empty. On the ground to the left. Fires over to first. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Mets go down quickly, but they're on top 1-0. Back here with my pal Singy. Top 5, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton. And leading it off, Carlos Correa. Popped up. McNeil drifts towards it. He makes the grab, and there's one down. Kyle Farmer, the next Twin up to hit. And a pitch. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Nimmo calls it in, and there's 2 away. And here's the Twins leadoff guy, Royce Lewis. Right through there for a strike. Action in the Mets bullpen. Jose Butto up and throwing. Hauser getting cranked up as well. That's strike 3 and the 3rd out. So we take a break. Nothing doing here for the Twins. They're down 1-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now it's the shortstop, Luis Angel Acuna. Puts it in the air out towards left center. And there's one down. So up next for New York, Kevin Parada.
Love it here at Citi Field. You know, it replaced Old Shea Stadium back in 2009, and Chipper Jones was really sad to see it go. It's actually the 3rd home of the Mets since they started out at the Polo Grounds for 2 seasons before Shea was finished.
2 outs, base is empty. And now Bader up to the plate.
Oh, that's that slurve right there. He threw it extremely well. He talked about just a ton of breaks. So tough to get that barrel to.
Now a high fly ball out to left center. Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. And we're back. Top 6. And now for the Twins, Edouard Julien. Hammered. Could be extra bases. And the tying runs at second base with a double.
Well, that was an important at bat in this game, so a great job there stepping up to the challenge. Solid swing from start to end, on time with everything, really good balance, nice extension, and he met it out front for the line drive knock. Now a pretty big at bat coming up with a chance to even this ball game up.
Brett Bryant, the next Twin up to hit. Bryant having a really nice first season in the big leagues. Definitely a Rookie of the Year candidate. And that's down, a base hit. In comes the run from second. It's 1-1.
Huge game tying at bat right there. Came through in a big spot to drive in the run. Hooked around that pitch on the outside, but he was still able to square it up pretty nicely. And that takes quick, strong wrist to pull that off. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
And here comes the Mets manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Luis Severino will depart, and a nice effort out of him, no doubt. New arm coming on. We'll be back for that in a moment. Taking over on the mound for the Mets, Jose Butto.
And compared to a lot of other relievers, strikeouts have not been a big weapon for him this year, so the defense should be active.
So up next, Byron Buxton. Right-handed reliever. Fouled off. He was late. And the pitch. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Very frustrating right there as a speedy potential base runner when with 2 strikes you just struggle to put the ball in play. You don't even have to get a hit at that point. You can help your team just by reaching on an error, but some way you got to find a way to shorten up the swing and put the ball in play next time.
Stirring in the bullpen for the Mets. Phil Bickford getting ready to go. Raley, the lefty, warming up as well. And another ball with the go-ahead run at first here in the rubber match of this 3-game series. That one lifted to left. Nimmo has it sized up. Squeezes it. Out number 2. Ryan Jeffers digs in now. 2 outs. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. The pitch. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Buto checks the runner. Bryant gets back easily.
Base runner with a one-way lead right there. All he's trying to do is get a look at the pitcher's move. Had no intent of stealing on that pitch.
That smash towards center. Nabs it, and that is that. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit. All even at 1 apiece. You're dialed into the show. Back here in Queens, bottom of the 6th. Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate. Rocco Baldelli coming out of the bullpen for the Twins. Griffin Jacks.
They know that he can get a right-hander out, but he's in position to face a couple of lefties this inning.
Here's a 1-1. Foul back our way, and that's out of play. Swings and misses, struck him out. And now here's Jeff McNeil. 1 down, base is empty. Wouldn't chase that time. High fly ball, right field. Kepler settles underneath it. Hauls it in for the out.
Hey, man, 4 pitches, 2 outs. That is an excellent pace.
Brandon Nimmo up now for the Mets. All tied up here in the bottom of the 6th. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. And a foul ball. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. 2 down, nobody on. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Left-hand batter waits. This to center field. Bryant gets under it. He's got it. And that is out number 3. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound. Phil Bickford. He's pitching on 2 days rest. Max Kepler at the plate. Kicks and deals.
Wow, just a beautiful back row slider right there. If you've got any chance of hitting that pitch, you have to wait until the absolutely last millisecond. Just a tough pitch to hit and not an easy one to throw either.
Two now. Fights it off. You'll see another. Time called. The 2-2 will have to wait just a second. The 2-2 stays alive. Up the middle. Finds its way through, base hit. So the go-ahead run is on base with a knock. And here comes Carlos Correa. The pitch. And that one fouled off.
If you're a base runner, you got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
Fouls it off. Still 1-2.
You could see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
Righty delivers. Got him! That's the first out, the top of the 7th. 1 away. Tie game. Go-ahead run stands at first. Popped up right side. McNeil in pursuit. He's got it. 2 down. Back to the top of the lineup. And next for Minnesota, Royce Lewis. Two outs. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
That one 95 to finish him off. Twins wind up bottom of the 7th. And here's the first baseman, Pete Alonso. Right side, hard hit. The throw to first, and that takes care of Alonso. And next for the Mets, Ronnie Mauricio. One down, base is empty. Sends it to first, and a couple of quick outs. And now the right fielder, Trace Thompson. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. And the Mets go 1-2-3. Down in order go the Mets. Score remains tied 1-1. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Drew Smith. This is his first appearance of the season. And now for the Twins, Edouard Julien. Here comes a pitch. In for a strike, and the count's full. This one popped up. Acuna drifts towards it. Makes the grab, 1 away.
Well, such a confidence boost for a reliever to come into the ball game and get the first hitter he faces. Just makes everything slow down a little bit, and then from there can really settle in.
Now he breaks as bad as it's put in play. Pulls it down, and there's 2 gone. Byron Buxton, the next Twin up to hit. The 1-1. And that one fouled off.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
At the belt and fires. Battling here as he fouls it away. 2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top of the 8th. Back up the middle and a base hit.
Look, I don't think that pitch would have been called a strike, but he did such a nice job of pulling his hands tight to the body and just getting enough of the barrel on it to be hard enough back up the middle for a knock.
And now Willie Castro. Oh, look at the stop. Nicely done for the out. Ready for the bottom of the 8th. Leading off, Luis Angel Acuna. In for a strike, and a count 1-2. Ground ball up the middle. Jump throw. And that's 1 away as the leadoff man is out in the 8th. And here's the catcher, Kevin Parada.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game. It might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
That ball is foul, and the pressure is building. Goes down looking.
Well, big strikeout right there, and maybe a little controversial with the call. I think he got a little bit of favor on the mound. No question about it. It's not exactly what you want to see in a big spot like that, and I'm sure there's some chirping going on from the dugout, making it clear that wasn't his best call behind the plate today.
Next offering is in for a strike. This ball's chopped to the ground. To first, and Bader is set down. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. And the Mets go down 1-2-3. Still tied 1-1. Back here at Citi Field, we go to the 9th, and now the Twins catcher, Brian Jeffers. The 1-1. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Well, they kept him pretty quiet in this series. Still doesn't have a knock. I know you want to get that first knock out of the way.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Digging in, Max Kepler. Swing and a ball popped up. That one gets down for a hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats. With the way defenders track down balls these days, I mean, both from the infield and
chase the fastball up the ladder for strike 3.
Typically that high fastball.
The Mets with a new arm on the mound, Brooks Raley.
Well, good luck against this guy. He's been extremely tough to hit this year. His numbers are excellent.
Next pitch is outside. 2 gone. The possible go-ahead run at first. On the ground. And foul ball. And now the lefty on the ground to third. They get the force, and that is that. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 left. To the bottom of the 9th we go. Top of the order, due up. All tied 1-1. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom 9. Here's Francis. They hand the ball over to a new arm, Steven Okert.
And as relievers go, he's not a big strikeout guy. Tries to force weak contact, so command and execution are huge for him.
And a count 1-2. And a pitch. Strike 3. Got him swinging. 1 out, bottom of the 9th.
Well, kind of a weird pitch and a weird swing on that strikeout. It's just a slider that caught a lot of the plate. I'd say a very hittable location. But in the box, I think he just gave up on it way too early. And by the time he realized it was dropping into the zone, he just fires off a really poor swing.
Castro fires to first on the run. And that quickly 2 away.
That play won't be trending on social media later on, but it's still important to execute it to perfection. This game is a lot harder than it looks, partner.
All tied up. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. Just off the inside edge. Swings through it for the K. That's the 3rd out, and we'll play extra innings in this one. Now a move being made at second base. And here's the pinch runner, Carlos Santana. Back here with my pal Singy. Down the third baseman, Royce Lewis. In the air right field. Thompson grabs it on the run. Edouard Julien, the next Twin up to hit. Man at second. That one way inside.
I almost feel like he's frustrated a little bit. He wants to be challenged.
And there's ball 4.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
So up next for Minnesota, Brett Bryant.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
And time called at the plate. Maybe trying to slow things down here at a crucial spot. 2 on, 1 out. Maybe a 2-ball. 5, 4, 3. It's a double play. And that'll do it for the inning.
Well, we can never overstate it. Pitcher's best friend right there. Double play, gets out of the jam, saves some pitches.
Now into the ball game on defense, Carlos Santana. And we're back. Now, Pete Alonso.
Well, if he's going to do something special right here, it's going to have to happen with 2 strikes.
This guy's got good power. With 1 swing, he can win it for him. Castro throws across the diamond, and they get the leadoff man in the 10th.
Good slider inside right there. Batter fighting to get there, just rolled over it, got the ground ball.
Now it's the DH, Ronnie Mauricio.
Well, first base open. Really no reason to pitch to this hitter right here. Put him on, have the force at second first, perhaps getting inning-ending double play.
That one down the line, and he grabs it in foul ground. The winning run on second base. Gets a piece and stays alive. He goes down looking.
I don't know what he's looking for right there. You have to be ready to swing the bat. You can walk it off if you're just a little more aggressive.
Trace Thompson up now for the Mets. Ripped to third, but handled, and that'll end the inning.
Make a great catch like that. It's all about timing the jump. His timing was perfect. Excellent grab, and he comes down with it. The inning is over.
Back now, we're in extras, and there's a new arm on the mound, Jorge Lopez. Runner in scoring position, no outs. Now the cleanup hitter for Minnesota, Byron Buxton.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
Out to short, Acuna. Zips it to first. 1 up, 1 down.
That's what a good sinker's designed to do. Get a guy to roll over a little bit, hit the ball on the ground, kill some worms while you're at it.
And next for Minnesota, Willie Castro. Up the middle, Acuna. Tosses to first, and 2 away to open the 11th.
Not a bad outcome in that spot. The runner moves up to third, and now they have a chance to drive in the go-ahead run. It's not a hit, but at the end of the day, it's a good at bat, especially when you're playing extra innings.
Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. The run scores from third, and a 2-1 ball game now.
Mission accomplished there as he picks up the RBI to give him the lead. Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
Now here is Max Kepler. 1 run across in the frame so far here in the 3rd and final game of the series. And that one is lifted in the air, and that will drop foul. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. But the RBI single pushes across a run. And this is now a 2-1 ball game. This is Twins baseball on the show North. We're in extras here, and stepping in for New York, Luis Angel Acuna. So the closer summoned from the bullpen, Yohan Duran.
And if you dig into his walk rate, his numbers are really impressive. He's really filled up the strike zone this season, so these batters better be ready to swing the bats. Well, comfortable or not, these are the situations closers, they seem to...
Got him swinging. Kevin Parada, the next to hit. with the winning run at the plate. Yeah, the home team trying to pull it out.
All season long, he's racked up a number of saves, and sometimes.
And a swing and a miss. Now only one out remaining.
Well, you talk about a pitch coming in on a frozen rope. The challenges of catching up to 100 miles an hour or above is just tremendous. You see it, at least you think you do, but by the time you swing, it's in the catcher's mitt.
Duran is just one strike away.
Just about gives his skipper a heart attack, but that's where he functions best.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. So the tying run at second.
Well, no base hits in the series for him so far, and it's clearly been a rough one. You just hope he's not pressing too hard, because that just compounds things. It makes
line to left, and that'll wrap it up. The Twins with the rubber match of this 3-game series.
This is a huge win to take this series on the road before heading back home. You go home feeling good about yourselves. You've got some good momentum. But at home, you also have a higher expectation to play well. So they're going to have to maintain the focus, because those fans are expecting a lot.
And your final score here today, 2-1. A 1-run extra inning win for Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show. Thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.
This afternoon's ball game. For the victorious Twins, 2 runs, 9 hits, no errors. They left 11 runners on base. For the Mets, 1 run on 3 hits, no errors. They left 4 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 34 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.
Here at the friendly confines, Wrigley Field. Interleague baseball on MLB the Show. It's the Minnesota Twins and the Chicago Cubs. Joined by my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. And we got a rubber match on our hands today, partner.
Yeah, the final game of a 3-game set. They've split the first two, and regardless of how important a series is within the larger picture of the season, it's a game you want to get up for. Every series win feels good, so we should see a fun matchup in this one.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. So almost ready to get underway. Our starting pitcher in this one, Kyle Hendricks. But Chris, he hasn't exactly been stellar here on his home mound.
Well, I'll say this. Every player wants to perform well at their home ballpark, in front of their fans, in front of the city. And you know this guy no different. He wants to be more effective here. So, you look at the numbers. They haven't been great at home. I'm sure he wants to turn that around, and we'll see if he's able to start that in this one.
On the north side of Chicago, John Shambi and Chris Singleton. Here's the second baseman, Edouard Julien. Lined into left center, and that should be extra bases. Lewis rounds second on his way to third. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double. Swanson with a relay home. Not in time. He's safe as a run scores.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
And now for the Twins, Brett Bryant. Man at second. Base knock right field. And they get it in quickly. First and third now with nobody out.
That's now 3 hits in a row for the offense. I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep. So pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on it.
Here's Byron Buxton. And the righty deals. That misses the zone, and that's ball 2.
It's great to get on the board in the first frame of the ball game, but here's an opportunity for them to really open things up with a couple of runners on. Let's see if they can cash in.
Runners on the corners, no outs. Hendricks throws over. Bryant back in standing.
Base runner with a one-way lead right there. All he's trying to do is get a look at the pitcher's move. Had no intent of stealing on that pitch.
Ground ball could be 2 to second for 1. They get the out, but the run scores on the Twin killing.
He's given up a couple of runs, but the pitch count really not as high as you would think. Might be able to get through this one under 25 pitches.
And the batter now, Luis Jr. Swing and a miss. And now 2-2.
Well, they're really running up the pitch count in this first inning. Lots of confidence from this team that is perhaps the hottest in baseball right now.
To third. Sends it across to first. And that is that. But 2 runs for them, and they jump ahead. On to the bottom of the first. It's the Twins 2 and the Cubs nothing. Back here at the friendly confines. And today's starting pitcher, Bailey Ober. And Singy, it's unique these days, but he's more of a pitch to contact type of guy.
Yeah, Boogie, he doesn't rely too heavily on the strikeout. He knows he needs to miss barrels, get some soft contact, let the defense do work behind him. And I think a guy like that can keep a good tempo, don't give hitters time to adjust or think. They could move through a ball game, and you look up, they're in line for a quality start. We'll see what he's got in this one.
Yeah, the 1-2 misses to even the count.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Lewis drifts towards it. 1 up, 1 down. So up now for Chicago, Seiya Suzuki. 1 down, base is empty. Swing and a miss. Going to count 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. They got it for out number 2. Here's Cody Bellinger. The wind of the pitch. That clips the inside corner for a strike.
A 1-2 count, all he's seen is fastballs. You've got to expect something off speed. Stay back.
And they'll do it again.
A little early on that fastball. I'm sure the pitcher taking a note. Look for an off-speed pitch on this next one.
Well struck left field. And that one hops the wall. Now he'll turn for second. He's there. It's a 2-out double.
He was all over that one. When you connect and it jumps off your bat like that, you're thinking double at the very least. What a great swing on it, and man, he wasn't fooled at all.
And now here is Patrick Wisdom. And that is the inning. Cubs leave one. They trail things here 2-0. Top of the second, Ryan Jeffers at the plate. He set a new career high in home runs this year. And Siggy, he's just trying to set the bar as high as possible now. On the ground to short. On to first. And a quick out, number 1.
Good sinker low in the zone right there and produced exactly what he was looking for. Ball on the ground. Nice ground out.
One down, base is empty. Right side. And he grabs it, foul. And he deals. And another ball. One out, base is empty. Ground ball right side. Amaya. He takes it on his own. 2 up, 2 down.
No, he didn't recognize changeup earlier enough. Got out in front a little bit, rolled over on it, and beat it into the ground.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's Carlos Correa. 2 outs, base is empty. And now before the 1-2, time is called at home plate. And the next pitch is way outside. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Twins are set down 1-2-3, but they're on top 2-0. Here at Wrigley Field, and now the shortstop, Dansby Swanson. And the right-hander deals. Ripped on the ground to second. Over to first. 1 up, 1 down.
Fastball groove right down the middle. Usually a lot of damage done with that pitch. A hard grounder, but he wanted to get that ball in the air, maybe drive it into the gap.
Ian Happ up to hit.
So easy to look at the big boys in this lineup, but he has been a pleasant surprise all season long.
Swings and misses.
1 ball,
1 and 2.
2 strikes.
The wind of the pitch. Lifted in the air, out to left. Buxton moves under it. And he makes the catch. And there's 2 down.
Batting 7, the third baseman,
Christopher Morel, the next Cub to hit. Pretty amazing athlete this guy is. Power and speed, quite a threat. I mean, you're talking about someone that could steal you a bag and go deep. Bo Jackson, anyone?
He's like Mike Trout. You figure whatever you put in his hand, whether it's a bat, whether it's a golf club, whether it's a basketball, he can do it and get it done. And a rare talent, so much fun to watch.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. And it's a 3 up, 3 down inning. Nothing happening there for the Cubs. And they're down 2-0. Top half of the 3rd inning, and here is Kyle Farmer. and here it comes. In the air to left center. Bellinger sizes this one up. One down. Back to the leadoff spot in the Twins lineup. Here's Royce Lewis. This one in the air. Amaya has a beat on it. He's got it, and there's 2 away. Edouard Julien, the next Twin up to hit. 2 down, nobody on. Out to short. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. And that keeps the inning alive. Here's some real power at the plate. Brett Bryant. Ripped to short. They take the force out. They don't come much closer than that. Bang, bang play to end the inning. 1 left for Minnesota as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. Set for the bottom of the 3rd, and now the veteran catcher, Yan Gomes. Out towards left center. Bryant sizing this one up. And out number 1 on the grab. And now it's Miguel Amaya. 1 down, base is empty. Line drive. Makes a nice grab and a full sprint. And there's 2 away. Here's Nico Horner. The pitch. That's out to center field. Bryant under it. He's got it, and that ends the inning. On to the 4th. Here's a big power threat. Byron Buxton. This to 3rd. Morel. Zips it across. That's the first out in the top of the 4th. Luis Jr., the next Twin up to hit.
Not a lot of people know this, but this isn't the only Wrigley Field in MLB history. You know, when the league expanded and added the Los Angeles Angels in 1961, they played their first season at a stadium in LA called Wrigley Field, which had been the home of the minor league team of the same name.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. And down on strikes he goes, and there are 2 outs. Ryan Jeffers getting ready to hit. Here's a 1-1. A big swing and a miss.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Down go the Twins in order. They're up 2-0. Back here at Wrigley Field, ready to go, bottom 4. So up now for Chicago, Seiya Suzuki. Off the mark there, and it's 2-1. And there's a ball.
Now in this 3-ball count, down in the ball game, you've got to be very selective. Take your walk if they'll give it to you.
3-2 now. That to right. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's 1 away. And up to the plate comes Cody Bellinger. 1 down, base is empty. Right through there for a strike. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Righty to the plate. Cold strike 3 on the fastball, and that ran back over the inner half.
Oh, just a beautiful fastball on the inside corner for that backwards K right there. I think the hitter saw it all the way coming from that opposite arm angle, so I got to think he was looking away and just got locked up by the hard stuff boring in on his hands.
Kepler makes the play, and that's the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. We go to the top of the fifth. Now batting Max Kepler. The pitch. So a foul ball makes it 1-2.
Well, you got to give him credit out there on the mound. This outing started off a little shaky, but he's found a way to settle in and turn this into a pretty good start. Kind of shows you a lot about his mental makeup as a pitcher.
Now Correa up to hit. Base is empty, one away, and we're at the top of the fifth. Chop to third. Morel slings to first, and the first two set down at the top of the fifth. 2 outs, base is empty. Kyle Farmer up to the plate now. Bounce to third, and that squirts through. So the 2-out knock extends the inning and sends them back to the top of the order. And here's the Twins leadoff guy, Royce Lewis. Right-hander kicks, deals. In the air, out to center. Bellinger makes the grab, and that'll do it. Twins wind up stranding 1, but they hold the 2-0 lead. And we're back. John Sciambi with my buddy Chris Singleton. It's set to get us started. Bottom 5. Dansby Swanson. Next pitch in for a strike. And the count 1-2. Righty delivers. Out to short. Not in time. He legs it out.
Did a nice job getting there. Good throw, but very difficult to get anybody on that one as far as you had to go and throw. You know?
Yeah, no question. The Twins up by 2. Last half of inning number 5. Fastball at the letters, frozen for strike 3. Here's the third baseman, Christopher Morel. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. Jeffers drifts towards it. He makes the catch, and there's 2 down. Now it's Yan Gomes. The 1-1 is fouled off. 2 outs. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Fires across the diamond, and Gomes is retired. And that is the inning. 1 left for the Cubs. They're still down. It's 2-0. All set for the top of the 6th. And now for the Twins, Edouard Julien. Liner, and that should be extra bases. And that's going to get into the corner. Around first, heading for 2. And he's got his second double of the game.
Oh, this has been a really nice game at the plate for him. He looks locked in. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this. Yency Almonte gets the call from the pen.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Julien leads off second with nobody out. Swing and a slow roller. On the run, throw to first. Now 1 gone in the top of the 6th.
Deceptive slider right there. Stayed in the tunnel a long time. Got that hitter out front, rolled over it, put it on the ground.
Here's the left fielder, Byron Buxton. Next offering is in for a strike. Movement in the Cubs bullpen. Mark Leiter Jr. preparing to come on if needed. Edwards also getting ready. Hit hard on the ground to short. Swanson fires over to first. That takes care of Buxton. Now here is Luis Jr. The pitch. The shortstop takes the ball.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Chance to collect himself now as he asks for time. Man on second, 2 down. Hammered, and now maybe extra bases. Around third. He'll score easily. It's 3-zip. And into second easily with a 2-out double.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
3 balls,
Backed off the plate that time. Base knock center field. Junior around third. He scores, and they lead by 4.
Picks himself up an RBI. Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive in the center field. So that definitely felt good.
Morel on the move. He's there. He's got it. And that is that. They get 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. 9. Bottom of the 6th inning. So up now for Chicago, Miguel Amaya. Line drive. That's a hit. So now back to the top of the order.
Well, patience and discipline paid off right there as he got into an advantage count. That pretty much split the zone down the middle. And
so they turn to the veteran pitcher in this spot, Justin Topa.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Pitch misses there, and a count 2-1. Ground ball left side, could be 2. Off balance feed, there's 1. Relay to first, double play.
Hey, they played the matchup right there, worked out perfectly. Got the ground ball double play, and that changes the complexion of this inning entirely.
And now, Seiya Suzuki. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. Gets it there in time, though, and they do get the 3rd out. The inning is over. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Drew Smiley.
Going to be a tough matchup for him right here. Right-handed hitters have been having a lot of success against him so far this season.
And here comes Carlos Correa. The wind to kick the pitch. That one ripped. Bellinger hauls it in, and there's 1 away. Kyle Farmer, the next Twin up to hit. And a pitch. On a line, base hit. At the plate, Royce Lewis. Kicks and fires. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Lead runner holds at third, so 2 runners in scoring position and just 1 out.
Put a really nice balanced swing on it, and when you can rope one into the gap like that, you're thinking extra bases from the first couple of steps out of the box, and he'll feel real good about that one.
The pitch. Into center. Bellinger pulls it down. Both runners tagging. Throw cut off to third. Not in time. He's safe. Brett Bryant, the next Twin up to hit. Next offering is in for a strike. And now before the 1-2, time is called at home plate. And a pitch. Fouls it off. Still 1-2. At the belt and fires. That's to third. Morel. Throw to first is in time. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. They get a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. Midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. It's the Twins 5 and the Cubs nothing. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And the batter now, Cody Bellinger. Rips that one center field. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. 1 away.
Man, that's one of those at bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at bat.
The 1-2. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. Kicks and deals. Keeps the at bat going with a foul ball. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at bat. Got it by him for the K.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
Swings through that one for strike 2. To the right side. The flip to the pitcher covering, and Swanson is set down. And the Cubs go 1-2-3. Cubs are down quietly. Still looking at that 5-0 deficit. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Carl Edwards Jr.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
And 1-2.
Well, that's that slurve right there. He threw it extremely well. Talk about just a ton of breaks. So tough to get that barrel to.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. The pitch. And he chases that one. One gone here. So up next for Minnesota, Luis Jr. The wind and the pitch. 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the 8th. Ryan Jeffers, the next Twin up to hit. And the righty deals. That's to third. In plenty of time to first. And the Twins go 1-2-3. Twins retired in short order, but they hold a 5-0 lead. On to the bottom of the 8th. Now the left fielder, Ian Happ. On the mound now for the Twins, Steven Okert.
Well, he's been a really tough guy to take deep this season. You usually have to string some hits together in order to get to him.
Laced down the line. This looks like extra bases. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he greets the new arm from the bullpen with a double.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Just a really nice job of turning on that pitch and smoking it down the line. And there's no one playing there, so once it drops in fair, you're on your way to extra bases. These fans, they are ready to cheer about something.
Gets under it and pops it up. Julien under this one. Corrals it. And there's one down. Here's Yan Gomes. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Yan Gomes waits. This one popped up. Julien has this one sized up. Hauls it in, 2 away. And now the first baseman, Miguel Amaya. And the pitch. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Cubs leave one. It's 5-0. We're back. It's the top of the ninth, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Julian Merriweather.
And he's had a tough go of it against left-handed batters this year. They've been hitting him hard, so we'll see how he does here.
Ripped on a line. Bellinger makes the grab, and there's one down. And now the DH, Carlos Correa. Ball to strike. The pitch. Out to short. Swanson fires over to first. And Correa retired. And next for Minnesota, Kyle Farmer. In the air on the infield. Morel should have this one. Makes the catch. And that's the third out. Nothing across here this half. To the bottom of the ninth we go. Top of the order, due up. It's the Twins 5 and the Cubs nothing. So bottom of the ninth. Now it's the second baseman, Nico Horner. And that is in for a strike. Now 1-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Now one away.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Now time is called here. Pitching coach on his way out to the mound. Oker is just 1 strike away. Got him. That's the ball game.
This is a huge win to take this series on the road before heading back home. You go home feeling good about yourselves. You've got some good momentum, but at home you also have a higher expectation to play well. So they're going to have to maintain the focus because those fans are expecting a lot.
5-0 the final in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.
The final line score for this afternoon's ball game. For the victorious Twins, 5 runs, 10 hits, no errors. They left 4 runners on base. For the Cubs, no runs, 4 hits, no errors. They left 3 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 53 minutes. Our paid attendance at Wrigley Field this afternoon, 41,649. As always, we thank you for your support of Chicago Cubs baseball and remind you to please drive home safely.
Mm-hmm.